How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Club Rafiki, a court located in one of the most vibrant cities of Kigali. This court was inaugurated in 1974 and has been serving the community for more than 50 years. I'm joined by two incredible athletes today, so let's go check it out.
So I want you guys to know, I think about—
Keep going.
I'm sitting here with two incredible athletes. I have NBA champion, Mr. Festus Ezeli, and WNBA All-Star and ESPN analyst, Miss Chiney, Ogwumike.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here with y'all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to chat with you. So I want to start off with a question for both of y'all. You've both played at the highest level of the game for quite a while. How does it feel to be sitting in a court that is a part of, one of the most vibrant cities of Kigali, surrounded by the next generation?
It feels surreal. Honestly, this is everything that we'd hope for, especially with basketball being a global game, but also us being, me, daughter of the diaspora, him, son of the soil, and to come here and to see the infrastructure, the development, the investment, but also just the passion. So many kids playing, having a good time, shooting shots. I mean, this is the best of both worlds, not only empowering the next generation, but also seeing what sport can do.
I think it's really important that people like Chiney and myself are able to come back so the kids can see what's possible. Not only have we been able to play the game and play it at the highest level, we're also working in the game, but not as players anymore. Now we're analysts, and now we're working on the business of basketball. I think the idea of being able to dream big, which is the motto of Giants of Africa, the ability to dream big, we are kind of the examples of that. Like, just dream big, you never know where the game can take you. I think that's why this whole thing is so amazing.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I want to jump off of what you just mentioned. You're the daughter of Nigerian immigrants. You lived in the U.S. for almost all of your life. And you mentioned something that really spoke to me. You said your mother mentions to you that little drops of water are what makes a body of the ocean. So what do you think we can contribute as people that are a part of the lives of the young people that are coming up, that are passionate about the game, to have impact on and off the court?
Yeah, I mean, we are really grateful, particularly for Giants of Africa, for bringing us here on this instance. And Masai Ujiri has been a phenomenal mentor to us. And I think when people see what he has been able to do as one man dreaming, bringing 320 campers, 2,000 youth, infrastructure, music, fashion, entertainment, it might seem intimidating, even for us as people that want to keep maintaining this legacy of African excellence. But my mom's saying, tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean. Do what you have with what you can where you are. Little things. It's the same thing that we, approach basketball with. Every day you just get incrementally better, inch by inch, step by step. And so to see how one person can dream big and inspire the next generation, one of our amazing young campers, what was her name that had the speech yesterday? Nisi literally said, in this room, we're not just campers, we have future presidents, we have future business people. Like, to me, the idea that one idea it can come to fruition in the biggest of ways, like that to me is everything that we represent, So when I think of tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean, it just shows that no matter what you have, you can make an impact.
Absolutely. That's the best way you could have put it. I want to ask you a question, Mr. Festus. Yesterday, so it's not your first time in Rwanda. You've been here a couple of times, but yesterday you had the wonderful opportunity of going gorilla trekking. I want to ask you, what went through your mind as you journeyed there? We woke up at 5 a.m. We were on the road for about 2-3 hours. You got to see the sunrise and the sunset as we were coming back. What went through your mind as you explored the other ends of Rwanda that you hadn't before?
Every other time that I've been to Kigali, I have been so invested with the kids. Every day I spent so much time that I didn't want to miss a day. On this trip I'm spending more time because I wanted to see the rest of Rwanda. I want to see all of it. So we took this trip, we started off at 5 a.m. and one of the first things I noticed is that the roads, even going out to the outskirts, the roads are so incredibly pristine. Like, the people here in Rwanda really take care of the community, they take care of their environment. That's what it takes, right? It takes everybody coming together to make sure this place is okay. That's one. And then going to see the gorillas, like this is one of 3 countries that has those majestic animals. And so being able to be a part of that, to go see that, to see how the people take care of the gorillas, to see how even the park rangers, what they talk about is we try to find ways to conserve. We even we limit the amount of time that we can visit the gorillas to 1 hour a day, the families, the way they take care of them, it's everything. It's not just about taking care of the court here. It's not just about taking care, it's like everybody's coming together to find ways to make sure that all the resources of Rwanda are kept for itself. And that is I think that's a message to all of Africa, but all of the world. You have to make sure you take care of your own first.
And I want to jump in because to me that trip was all about healing. That's the word that comes to mind. I think we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, our daily responsibilities, our expectations, that when you go out in nature and are able to experience something like that so majestic, it just feeds your soul, So to me, this country is like a blueprint of what can be possible, not just with building infrastructure, but also maintaining the sanctity of what makes us excellent and great as a continent, not just a country. And it's admiring and appreciating our beauty at the highest levels.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna lie, sis, I was scared. I was
I
scared.
was about to ask you.
I was very scared.
You were scared on your way there, but coming back, what was the reflection?
I was scared on the way there because, I never like leaving my comfort zone. But you know what? I always tell the kids, on the other side of fear is freedom. Pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and to have that type of experience where you're one with nature and you're seeing things as it was, virgin natural land, and then these amazing, beautiful animals, you leave inspired. You leave wanting to bring people back to experience this. And
yes.
I believe that there are a lot of preconceived notions on what we are, what we look like, how we move, not just as Rwandans or Africans, just in general, there's this Pan-African sentiment where people question a lot of what our value is, but now having an experience like that, we can take that back home and show people and tell people, you need to have this experience because it will transform your life. So I want to say thank you.
Of course, and I'm so glad that we have such a positive and well-spoken advocate for us. I'm sure that you're going to be coming back with a lot of people.
You already know, I already have my list. I know he was texting people
we've
too.
already been messaging all our friends.
Oh yes.
We want them to come experience this, but we are microphones. But the kids are microphones too, so we want to make sure that everybody that gets to experience this has the experience. So when they go and they leave, they can go tell people yo, this is what's happening here. This is what Giants of Africa is doing here. This is what the president of Rwanda is doing. This is what the people of Rwanda are doing. And this is what we can all do to support Africa and to make sure that Africa, as it continues to grow, is the next frontier.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much for that. So I want to jump into food. I know that you are a big advocate for food. Yes. I had to bring that segment in there. So we often talk about how, food is about bringing people together, how powerful it is, brings people and culture and just authenticness. You've had a chance to try a couple of Rwandan dishes. What can you say about, your experience with that and what has come with, sitting down and dining with people from here and, learning about different experiences? I want to hear what both of you have to say about that.
I think there is when you eat with people, that's a way for you to break down those walls. We get to sit together at the same level and we talk. And people tell me about their culture. And I get to learn about the history of Rwanda. I've talked to people since I've been here, people who are from the diaspora, they came back, people who grew up here, people who were here during the war and have, really told me the history of how this community that's so beautiful has come to be. And to hear the different perspectives while breaking bread, I think that's what food is about. There's this thing in Africa where they say you can't really become friends until you're able to break bread together. And I think that's wise because when you sit down together, you guys can, you get to share ideas, share perspectives, and that's what I've experienced since I've been here. I've tried a lot of different dishes, but Rwanda, it's like a melting pot of food.
Yeah.
I've tried food from the Congo. I've tried food from Nigeria here. I've tried Rwandese dishes, and even some American dishes. There is a diversity
yes.
and the versatility in the culture of food here that I really love.
Absolutely, I would love to hear from you too.
Yeah, you know what food is? Food is love.
Oh, it's a little plug.
Food is love. And it just reminds me of the theme of Giants of Africa, borderless Africa.
Yes.
I always tell the campers, whether it's boys or girls playing, if you got game, you got game. Respect each other. And I think it's the same idea with food, you know? It doesn't matter where you come from. Does it taste good?
Yes.
Is it bringing people together?
Yes.
Like, that's the essence of love. That is a borderless Africa. That is the thing that drives communities. That is the thing that promotes harmony. That is the thing that will fuel you to your next level of greatness. And so being here, trying the food, experiencing the different dishes, but how everyone comes together from different places and enjoys,
Yes.
I think it just is emblematic of how everything is operating here.
Lovely. Before we wrap up today, what is one thing that you're taking back with you, whether it be, you know, something non-tangible or something tangible? Because I know that you bought some art. I want to hear from you. What are you taking back with you that's going to take a piece of Rwanda to all the other places that you'll be traveling to?
I'm inspired by the leadership here. I'm inspired by how many people respect the government here. It's over 60% of women in parliament here. Mm-hmm. There are so many different messages that you get. When you look at the people and you look at the way they care about the community, you wonder, like, who are the leaders? Who's making this possible? And you start from His Excellency, President Paul Kagame, and then you go all the way down into the advisors. You go to RDB and the development board and visit Rwanda and how much they try to make sure people experience the culture of this place. It takes everybody. And I say all the time, this is something that I preach all the time to people. This is a quote from my college coach. He says, "It's amazing what can be accomplished when nobody cares who gets the glory." And those words are really about how it takes everybody, it takes a village. And it's not about the glory of ourselves individually, it really is about the glory of the bigger goal in hand. And right now it's about Rwanda and it's about Africa as a whole.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
This is a hard question because someone actually asked me, what was your highlight of your trip so far? I've been here almost a week. I couldn't give an answer because everything has been amazing, but I think the thing that keeps coming to the forefront of my mind is that Rwanda truly is the heart of Africa. It's the heart. It's the heartbeat. You know, seeing so many things happen and interact in harmony, understanding that our history can not only teach us lessons, but also can bring us together in a way, in a short amount of time, that can truly be the example for the rest of the world. Experiencing the cleanliness, the joy, the children, the youth, because the youth, I mean, most countries, 60, 70% of them are occupied by the youth, the hope, the optimism, and also the different avenues for success. You have tech, you have business, you have sports, you have entrepreneurship. I just think about the heart of the people protecting the beauty of this country. I mean, the first thing I did was Umuganda here. And to be able to experience something like that is so special. Everyone is invested in each other's success. And that to me resonates because in sports, we're taught to care about the last player on the bench as much as we care about ourselves. We want to win, but when you win, you don't want to be by yourself because it's like, that's so lonely and boring, right?
You want to celebrate with people.
You want to celebrate
people.
with others. You want to share that feeling of winning with others. Mm-hmm. That to me is what Rwanda is. They're sharing the feeling of winning with others. And I feel like that's so rare. And that should be the heart, the essence of everything that the continent tries to do.
So beautifully said. Once again, I keep saying that. But it's important for me, you know, as a young Rwandan woman, this is my everyday life, right? We work with different institutions, you know, whether private sector, government entities, everyone has a clear vision of where we want to end up. And it's great to hear that perspective from, you know, the other side. So thank you so much for your time, for your energy. And I'm sure that this is not the last time I'll see you out
Absolutely
here.
not. We're coming back.
It's not.
Okay.
Everyone needs to visit Rwanda.
Visit Rwanda, everyone.